The first part of a utilization strategy in becoming an Acellus Power School and rolling out a full deployment of Acellus is TeamTeach. TeamTeach allows teachers to use the Acellus courses in their classroom through simply a projector and a screen, eliminating the need for a computer lab. Teachers can use an entire Acellus course or select specific lessons to enhance and differentiate the instruction for students. TeamTeach allows teachers to access over 50,000 educational videos, which are available in the Acellus course library. Teachers can present videos to their class and then involve the class in group discussions on the topic, fostering collaboration between learners. Teachers using TeamTeach have access to up to 6 courses at any given time and can choose from over 300 courses in all core areas, along with specialty courses such as career and technical education, AP classes, and electives. Once the teacher has selected their courses, they will have access to all of the steps in the course, including the videos on each concept, the lesson assessments, and exams. Acellus provides multiple videos on each concept, allowing teachers to differentiate instruction for students who may need the material presented in an alternative manner or from a different perspective in order to master it. Providing teachers with alternative methods of instruction also allows teachers to broaden their own competency in the courseware. TeamTeach is an ideal way to help teachers keep up to date with the latest standards in education and best practices and methods for teaching. The Acellus courseware development system is constantly bringing in new student responses and feedback, and because of this constant feedback, Acellus is continually changing and adapting to student needs, making it an excellent resource for educators.
Every child is special, and with special education it seems like even more so than others. They have unique ways of learning. They need a lot of input. They need a lot of stimulus to help them pick up their learning, but they can learn. Roxy's an amazing girl. She's very intelligent, but her communications has always been challenging. It's hard to understand her. We've worked with her with sign language. That's really helped a lot. But it's still been a struggle to get her to communicate and be able to understand her. I think Roxy loves being in control of her learning. And with Acellus, it makes her feel that way. It's fun to watch her do Acellus. She's animated. She loves it. She could spend a long time doing it because she enjoys doing it. She can do it by herself. One of the things she really enjoys is the animated Tobler reading, where the characters actually teach her to read, and it expresses what the letter sounds make so that she then can repeat and imitate what they're doing to get those letter sounds and be able to say them herself. We see a difference in her, a big difference in her ability to communicate with people, her confidence in doing other things, enjoying other classes. She just feels like she's more in control of herself in her life.
I can't wait to see what you'll program me to do.
Acellus uses cutting-edge technology for the purpose of identifying where a student has a hole in their background knowledge that's making it hard for them to learn a particular concept. We call this prism diagnostics. In the same way a prism splits light into a spectrum of colors, prism diagnostics splits students into groups or spectrums based on similar deficiencies or holes in their background knowledge. When a student falls into one of these spectrums, customized personal instruction is instantly delivered for that precise defect, filling in the gap in the student's knowledge so they can move forward with confidence. In the world of learning, students very often have many of the same holes in their background knowledge that are making them miss a certain kind of problem. While not all students have the same holes, the significant thing is, when looking at the data coming in from the students all over the country, they start to group themselves by the things they do not understand. When students give the wrong answer on a problem, amazingly, a large percentage will give the same wrong answer. As we have studied this phenomenon, we have learned that special problems can be crafted so that the wrong answers entered by students identify exactly where they are needing help. The Acellus courseware development system compiles the wrong answer results entered by all of the students and identifies where there is a need for additional training and for which concepts. These groupings of wrong answers let us know what they don't understand so that we can then proceed to reteach and fill in the blanks. Let's see how this works. Imagine that a student has just completed a lesson on multiplying decimals. In the lesson, the instructor has carefully gone through the principles and the concepts on how to multiply decimals. Now the student is presented with a problem to test their understanding of the concept. In this case, the problem is 36.01 times 0.2. We work the problem by setting it up for multiplication, 36.01 times 0.2, and get the correct answer, which is 7.202. Most of the students get the problem right, but by monitoring and collecting the answers of every student that misses the correct answer, we notice something interesting. 38% of the students that missed this problem entered the wrong answer of 72.02. Since they did the multiplication correctly, we can see that these students did not understand the concept of this lesson that determines where to place the decimal. We immediately start another lesson for these students, which focuses on placing the decimal during multiplication problems. 24% of the wrong answers were 6.202. In this case, we can see that these students made a mistake in regrouping while solving this problem. so we give them extra practice on how to regroup when multiplying. 7% missed the problem by entering an answer of 36.03. Here we can see that they are adding the numbers rather than multiplying. Acellus now pulls up a special lesson using these same numbers to show them the difference between addition and multiplication. Most of the other wrong answers are random and do not show a pattern. For these students, we pull up the more in-depth version of this lesson, hoping that with more instruction, they will be able to master this concept. As the use of an Acellus course continues, we are able to analyze more and more data regarding student responses and the effectiveness of the teaching methods. The Acellus courseware development system allows teachers nationwide to participate in this process and the refinement of each course. In this way, Acellus is a tool to advance the science of the learning process.
Hey Scott, are you having trouble with your division problem? Let's look at your work. It looks like when you multiplied your 5 times your 2, you got 10, but you forgot to carry your 1. I bet if you worked it out again, carrying the 1, you'd get it right this time. You want to try again? Oh, and Bobby, you and I are going to need to have a chat at the end of class as to why you were 15 minutes late today. By the way, Scott, don't hate division.
When you go into Acellus, you'll see on your desk the curriculum button that you can filter by elementary, middle school, or high school classes. We're going to go back and look at an elementary class. We'll look at grade 1 science. Let's go up and look at the syllabus. So you notice the syllabus is made up of videos, problems.
Hi, I'm Latricia. I have a question. Can we eat plants? Let's start off with this potato. Is this a plant? Is it from a plant? And yeah, it is from a plant. The roots grow from the ground. So yes, this is part of a plant.
We can look at the problems. Now remember, you're just looking at this to see what to use. Okay, let's go to social studies and look at a curriculum list. Grade 4 social studies, course overview, then followed by the scope and sequence. You can look at just the videos. You notice there's a choice of 2 videos here for climates of the U.S.
Weather means conditions at a particular time at a particular place or location.
So that was video B, now video A.
Today's lesson, we're going to look at an overview of climate in the United States.
Okay, let's look at the problems. So once again, you're just looking to see what types of problems they have that you could, project. You can look at textbook pages. Many of them you have the ability to highlight, so you could copy and paste into a document. Okay, let's filter middle school. And if you hover over a course, you see a description of the course. Tell you whether it's what level it is.
I'm sure you've done some writing and you've made sentences, but let's review. Now I want you to look at the 4 kinds of sentences that we have. We've got statements. A statement is where you say something that's true, right? I like ice cream.
All right. Let's go see what we could find for phys ed.
Rules of association football. Association football, more commonly known as soccer in North America, and football pretty much everywhere else in the world, is a game played with 2 teams of 18 players, with 11 players taking the field at any one time.
About art.
What we'll be looking at today with line and expression are the expressive qualities of line, the basic types of line, which include contour lines, gesture lines, and implied lines.
After you've looked at all the curriculum, it's time for Team Teach, where you'll be able to have 6 courses. So you click on Edit Course and click on one of the lines. You get a pull-down menu and you can select from their over 300 courses. I'm going to add Grade 3 Science. I add Grade 3 Math. Once I have my 6 courses that I want to be able to project, I'm going to click on Continue. Now I'm going to click on one of these courses. So Grade 3 Math Common Core. I'm going to click on the video for understanding subtraction.
Hello, I'm Latricia, and we're going to do some subtraction. We're going to start off with these blocks.
After you go through the video, then present the problems. You can have call on people, or you can have somebody run. Okay, so you get a green sign when it's right, check mark, and an X in a red circle when it's wrong. So we're going to go back to Team Teach. Grade 6 Science. Let's look at a video on stars.
So when you look up at the night sky, I bet you see these beautiful little twinkling lights.
And of course, there are problems to go along with that.
Yes, I can. Suddenly, yes, I can. Gee, I'm afraid to go on has turned into yes, I can. Take a look, what do you see? 133 pounds of confidence me. Got the feeling I can do anything. Yes, I can. Something that sings in my blood is telling me, yes, I can. I was just born today. I can go all the way, yes. I can. Yes, 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 I can. Hey, yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can! Are you ready? I can climb Everest. Yes, I can. I can fight here all night and never rest. Yes, I can.